Hello, nerdlings.
And nerdettes.
Well, nerdlings is non-gender specific.
Okay, fine.
It's like in for newfies, buddy.
Means everybody?
It means everybody.
Mm.
I was driving along with my mom one time and someone cut me off and I'm like, oh, nice driving, buddy. And my mom goes, that was a woman. Like, it's universal.
It works.
And then years later, we're driving, someone cut her off. She's like, nice driving, buddy. And I'm like, that was a woman. She goes, it's universal.
You taught her. Yay.
Yeah. So today, what are we talking about? I want to talk about a game that I've been playing a little bit called Tearaway.
For which system?
PS4.
And I want to discuss Banished for the PC.
Maybe we should banish you. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to banish her, folks. So Tearaway or Banished first. Where's Shambo? Okay, well that clearly we don't do that enough. Go ahead, Banished.
Oh, okay.
Is it Banished or Banish?
Banished.
With an ED.
Yeah, so you've been banished from your village or whatever, and you end up in the middle of the wilderness, and you have to build your own society.
I wish I could get banished from my work. I mean, I'm kidding.
From just life. Anyway, so it's like SimCity on crack. Like, you have to feed them, you have to clothe them, you have to keep them warm, you have to get them firewood, you have to like do everything for them because they will not do it for themselves. And then they like have babies, and then the babies grow up and they get old and they die, and then your population will go down when they die. So you have to make sure they keep having more and more babies, but the only way to do that is to build more and more houses. But building houses take resources that you need to use to feed them and clothe them. It is so hard to find the perfect balance.
So kind of like what the government does in real life.
Yes! And it's so hard. Like, I've restarted like 10 times in the 6 hours I've been playing. Because I keep dying. It's horrible.
I've had games like that.
Yeah, and eventually you can end up with one citizen, and of course one citizen cannot reproduce on their own. So when you have one citizen, your game is done. There's just no way around it.
And technically, if you had two citizens and they had two babies, that just gets weird.
Oh, jeez.
It just gets weird.
The beginning of mankind all over again.
It just...
Messy times.
Huh?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kill them anyway, just be done.
It kind of, when you're describing it, kind of made me think of a game that I played years and years ago called Black and White, where you were basically a god and you could, help your people and they would love you, and that's the white side, or you could be mean to them in black side, and then you could have you'd have a monster that would change how it looked depending on whether you were good or bad.
I kind of want to play that now. That sounds like fun.
It wasn't as deep as it was made out to be.
Yeah. Well, if it was played a long time ago, they probably just didn't have the mechanics.
The abilities, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the end point of the game?
It's just to build your civilization. Like, apparently you can build it so big that you have a trade center and you have outsiders come in, and then it gets bigger and bigger. But I've never gotten to that point because I can't even get past the point of feeding them more than 2 winters. Because during the winter you don't have food source, so you have to make sure you have enough food stored, and it's just a problem.
That was my phone saying that it's almost out of batteries.
That's okay.
And
your turn.
that's going to be on the video.
That's fine.
Yay! We need a timekeeper. Tearaway.
Yes.
It was one of the free games on PS Plus.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Beginning of March, I got $166 worth of free games.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I really want to get PS Plus for that reason. And
I downloaded most of them and deleted most of them, except for Tearaway.
Okay.
Tearaway, it's got a couple like different narrators, and they talk to you.
Oh.
They're like, "Hey, you, what are you?" And you get to select boy or girl, and then you control this little thing that's like made out of paper. Mm-hmm. Everything's paper in this world.
Yeah.
And like just playing it for a little bit, and you get to there's like some baddies called scraps and everything, but you get to this part where the Gopher King will not go out on stage for this play because he has no crown. So you actually have to use the touchpad on the controller to draw a crown.
Oh, jeez.
And then you can figure out where it goes on his face and size it and everything, and it's actually a very neat game.
It's kind of cute.
One of the greatest mechanics in it, though, is you have the guiding light.
Ah.
for the little scraps, they're like just little tiny creatures. They will be hypnotized by the guiding light and follow it. And the thing is, you move it with your controller.
Oh.
And it's in the shape of the light on the controller.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So it's a neat little mechanic. And I'm not very far into the game. I got just past the Gopher King play thing. And then I had to turn it off.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty interesting game. It's one I'm going to keep playing. Yeah. It is a cute one. And it's one that I can play with my daughter around.
Yeah.
And that's something that's big for me too. I mean, Street Fighter V is safe for me to play around her because there's no blood in it.
Yeah.
It's not like Mortal Kombat, where get over here, let me rip out your spine.
Or God of War. I don't even want to play that now.
Anyway, I think that's it for today.
That's it for today. Yeah.
We'll catch you on the flip side, also known as the future.
Or the best.
Which is the non-flip side?
I don't know what that would be. So I was like, I don't know.
Bye.